There go the notifications. You. We like it immensely. Ooh. Okay. That is good. Very good. More color in there. There we go. That's good. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Nick. Hey, Patrick, John Welder, Big Merc, and Shane. What's up, guys? Doc. The Dings of Destiny. Let's refresh the chat. Doc Holland Daisy. We're refreshing the chat. Oh, I meant to take 2 freaking Advil before the show. Son of a bitch, I forgot. I kind of felt like maybe I was getting a headache. And I still kind of feel it a little bit. You know, it's not like a headache, but it could be. I just like, I could take 2 Advil and not worry about it. But let's see, is the chat going to load this time or? I don't know what's going on here. Chat. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Very good. Very good. All right, cool. We're good. All right, everybody. So it's bright and beautiful outside. You might notice we've got the license plate up here from Darth Vader, chilling. Florida plates now. Got them today. Got that all handled and taken care of. Feels good to be done with it. Yes. Like the new angle. You like it? Like the glass collection? Look at this. You get a whole glass collection in the back now. Got a bong shelf again. Nice. Got the trendy plate here. Let me move this. Trendy, huh? You know how many miles that plate has seen, man? Thousands and thousands of miles across the United States. None of that other stuff did. Just that plate. So, love that you can see the glass. Jesus, thanks, buddy. So it's just kind of ironic, the title. It's ironic that we had to, for years, I mean, goddamn, after Donald Trump lost the election, right? Republicans that are running for office today that still say that Donald Trump won that election. That's a lie. Of course he lost by millions and millions of votes, American votes. So, of course he lost. But understand this, it's literally pushed Democrats in the Biden administration to the point, and shit libs, to the point today where when Elon Musk goes and buys Twitter, they're creating a ministry of truth. Right out of Orwell, 1984. Fucking George Orwell, crazy shit. It's fucking crazy town, guys. So he's aware of what's going on, you know. Let me set it up here for you. Okay.
Another huge threat to our homeland is mis and disinformation. You noted that it's a concern of yours at the border, with human smuggling organizations peddling misinformation to exploit vulnerable migrants for profit. One of my main concerns about disinformation is that foreign adversaries attempt to destabilize our elections by targeting people of color with disinformation campaigns. After it became clear that there was foreign meddling in our 2016 election, the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence authored a report on the disinformation tactics used by Russia's Internet Research Agency, the IRA, to interfere in the election. The report found that, quote, no single group of Americans was targeted by the IRA information operatives more than African Americans. A newer trend that we saw in the 2020 election and already in the 2022 midterms is that disinformation is being heavily targeted at Spanish-speaking voters. Play a big role in addressing mis and disinformation in Spanish and other languages. Can you share what steps you've taken and what future plans you have to address Spanish language mis and disinformation through department-wide approach?
Congresswoman, we have a number of different offices engaged security agency.
I have extremely large biceps
on election security,
right,
as part of its mission set. Our Office of Policy, Office of Planning, Policy and Strategy, also is a leading effort. Our Undersecretary for Policy, Rob Silvers, is co-chair with our Principal Deputy General Counsel, Jennifer Gaskell, in leading a just recently constituted misinformation, disinformation.
Is my connection okay, guys?
Board. So we're bringing, the goal is to bring the resources of the department together to address this threat. I just read a very interesting study that underscores the importance of the point that you make, the spread of mis and disinformation in minority community of our CP3 and other efforts.
You know, because the minority communities don't have as well of an understanding of the human language. So we're going to target them. That's who we're going to target. Fucking racist cunts. So that's trending on Twitter, man. Ministry of Truth. Joe Biden, one of the most prolific liars in political American history, wants to set up a ministry of truth. Funny, right? Hilarious, right? He lied about his accolades. He lied about being in war zones. He's lied about so much bullshit. Earl Goldstein, how old are you? I'm in my 50s, Earl. What's up? How old are you, buddy? That, being in your 50s and smoking bong rips on podcasts. Cheers. Connection's great. Crystal clear. Okay, good. Connection is perfect, Nick. Thank you. Doc Hollandaise, thank you. some people just aren't even worth engaging on Twitter. Like, when Cenk Uygur says "don't say gay" and it's in quotes, that's in quotes to mean that it's not really called that. It's like my 16-inch long penis, right? Doesn't When you put something in quotes, you're doing that because you don't really mean it. It's one of the many uses of quotation marks. That's of course what he meant when he said the "don't say gay" bill in quotes. It's funny that some lowbrow dumb cunt on Twitter is trying to argue the point with me, and I'm like, I'm not even going to engage you, you fucking 35 follower loser motherfucker. The reason why you have 35 followers is because the shit that you espouse doesn't even make sense. That's why you have 35 followers on fucking Twitter. They're all probably followbacks of people who don't read what you say. So like I said, I'm not even going to entertain that. It doesn't even deserve my attention. It's so stupid. I don't have time to debate, man. You guys still with me? I swear to fuck. I got all this cannabis to smoke. I'm ready to go. The chat has died. You guys are fucking non-existent. I played 2 rounds of golf today on the back 9, and I scored a -5 and a -7. Torsten, turn it up. Just now getting Facebook notifications. That's why you should make sure you get those YouTube channels. Right, guys? I have the words Ministry of Truth, and there's some things in there. One bit. You're packing a bowl right now, Torsten. Are you a tourist? You're like touristing, like you're just. I'm just a tourist, man. Like Fight Club tourist. You're a tourist at the AA meetings. You're a tourist. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You just come here because you want to feel something. You're a Torres. What's a Torres? I don't know what a Torres is. Oh shit! I just dropped a bun on the floor. Nice one too. What's a Torres? Tell me what a Torres is. I demand to know these things, people. I have no idea what of which you speak. I have a quest for knowledge here. Thirsty thirst for knowledge here. Thirsty thirst for knowledge. You guys see that there is a waterfall behind me here. This is a waterfall. If I could get it any darker, which I probably can. I've got the gain turned all the way down. Oh, Taurus is your last name? Torres? So, or is it your first name? Where do you live, Torres? Strikes me as kind of a Latin name, Torres. I don't know. I've never heard it before. I don't think I've ever heard that name before. They want to send 33 billion to Ukraine. You heard it here. Ben Shapiro. Josh Shapiro. You have to watch it. 2 minutes. All of Ben Shapiro's anti-woke tirades are just destroyed. Really? Okay, I want to see this.
It 100%. So if
Hey man, let's check out this Ben Shapiro thing really quick and let's get high. Let's smoke a bong rip and watch this Ben Shapiro thing really quick. Now, I listen to some people who I can't stand. Okay, understand that. Ben Shapiro is one of the people I can't stand him at all. If he says something I agree with, though, I will say that I agree with. Like Jake this morning, I hate him, but he did say something that I agree with. Russian, Ukrainian, right on. Okay, Torres, right on. Fried Drive.
And so if the idea is that history has consequences, of course that's true. That's not what That is not what yes, it 100%.
I ran Elizabeth Warren's campaign. I helped organize her volunteers around here.
Boo.
I am a representative of woke. Like,
I mean,
you know,
I
when
hope
when I went to go get my first tattoo, the guy had lightning bolts and 88s tattooed on his neck. And as a Jewish person, that's really messed up. It's basically a threat.
There are racist people who exist. The argument that you're making, and I'm going to close with this because this is going in weird directions, and I don't really want to.
No, it's not.
I don't really respond. I let you say.
Okay,
before.
I'll let you respond, but
No, not but. Now's my turn.
You are not characterizing what I'm saying accurately.
Now it's my turn. Your definition is inaccurate. The reason your definition is the idea is, but that's not what wokeism is. Wokeism is a different thing. Wokeism suggests that all inequalities of today are attributable to not only historic injustices, but also continuing injustices now.
A conservative is the only person. I want to know why. Why is it that conservatives are the only people who define it like that? Why are conservatives the only people?
Okay, so we're gonna have to stop here because this is going nowhere. But
what's up?
I'm gonna have to stop with you because this is going nowhere. All I'm going to say is this.
No, I just am trying.
On a fundamental level, you're shifting definitions to avoid the consequences.
They're covering his mic.
And if the idea is
they're covering his mic with their hand. Can you believe that? Look at that.
And final point. If you are going to hold on, if you are also just final point to sum up there.
Ben Shapiro had no argument for this kid. They literally had somebody walk up there and put their hand over the mic. He's no free speech warrior. He controls. If he can't mute you in a fucking public setting, did you see that? That's fucking shocking. You guys want to see the interaction again? This is about 30 seconds in.
When I went to go get my first tattoo, the guy had lightning bolts and 88s tattooed on his neck. And as a Jewish person,
racist people who exist. The argument that you're making, and I'm going to close with this because this is going in weird directions, and I don't really want to.
No, it's not.
I don't really want to get. Just hold up a second. I let you get out your arguments, and now it's time for me to respond. I let you say.
Okay, I'll let you respond.
No, not fine. Now's my turn.
You are not characterizing what I'm saying accurately.
Now it's my turn. Your definition is inaccurate. The reason your definition is inaccurate is because any sentient human being would acknowledge that history has consequences.
Right.
But if the idea is, but that's not what wokeism is. Wokeism is a different thing. Wokeism suggests that all inequalities of today are attributable to not only historic injustices, but also continuing injustices in the now, and that all disparity is attributable to discrimination.
For words, Ben, and let me tell you something. The whole woke thing, that's got all kinds of definitions, and the whole woke thing it's relative. It depends on the person, and it's different for every single person that considers woke. There's no actual definition for woke, right? What's the word I'm looking for? It's if it's different for every person that experiences it, like a dream. No two people are going to have the exact same dream, just like no two people are going to have the exact same definition for the word woke. Because that you consider woke, someone else might look at other things that they think are true, that they think makes them woke. So this is what I would say. Woke means you're enlightens you, period. He doesn't get to define what makes you woke. Does that make sense? Agreed upon definition for woke, I would beg to differ. It's a very new term. What is it whenever it's different for every individual? And I said it's relative, but it's, what's the word I'm looking for? If it's different for every person that experiences it, that word is woke. The definition for woke person is what's the word? Help me out here, guys. It's yes, I get the pause. The definition for woke is can you guys help me here at all? You guys aren't going to talk at all in the chat, are you? None of you. Wow. You guys here? Let me ask my mom real quick, since you guys are not even talking to me. Yeah, but isn't there a word one word that? Okay. All right. Dependent. It's like dependent on perspective is what we're saying, but no, she couldn't figure it out either. Wood truck mantra, different definition for the word woke. So what I would say the definition of woke is whatever it is you feel enlightens you, makes you woke. Right? Like I realize now that America is an imperialist, we're the bad guys. For Republican, they might look at some other information, and say, the election was stolen in 2020, and that might make them woke. So for him to act like he knows what makes every person woke, definition of something that isn't really defined, it's a new term. It hasn't even been around that long. And like I've been trying to say, it's the definition of woke depends on the individual. And every single individual is different. Right? All right. Well, let's listen to the end of what Ben Shapiro says here to this kid who's just trying to talk about, he's aware of the fact that there's still racists out there. He's on his neck. And to him, knowing that made him woke, right? And Ben Shapiro argues
You
this.
are not characterizing what I'm saying accurately.
Now it's my turn. Your definition is inaccurate. The reason your definition is inaccurate is because any sentient human being would acknowledge that history has consequences.
Right.
But if the idea is, but that's not wokeism, are attributable to not only historic injustices, but also continuing injustices in the now, and that all disparity is attributable to discrimination.
Like that, but a conservative.
Not just that. Not just that.
Conservative is the
Not
only person.
Not
and
just.
I want to know why. Why is it that conservatives are the only people who define it like that? Why are conservatives the only people?
Okay. We're gonna have to stop here because this is going nowhere. But
what's up?
Answer the question.
I'm gonna have to stop with you because this is going nowhere. All I'm going to say is this. To sum up,
I just am trying to understand
disagree
your perspective.
on it.
Listen to
Just
the
one more
audience.
On a fundamental level, you're shifting definitions to avoid the consequences of your own argument. And if the idea is,
and Ben Shapiro lets them do it.
and final point.
If I was Ben Shapiro, I'd say, whoa, pull your hand off his mic, let him speak. And he doesn't. He lets them mute his mic. Physically mute his mic.
Point. If you're going to hold on, if you're also, just final point to sum up there.
That's everything you need to know about when he's literally having a question and answer session, a Q&A with an audience. He invites them to speak to him, and then he dismisses what they say when what they say is valid, and Ben Shapiro just wasn't going to have it. Look at the look on his face. He was so fucking pissed off. So Elon Musk says he's going to try to please the 80. Pretty pissed too about Twitter. That's fucking hilarious. I'm going to retweet that. I can't believe I'm going to retweet Elon Musk. But that way everybody can see it. That's what he says Twitter's going to be, man. He's the new Jack. I've tweeted at Jack many times. I've tweeted at Elon Musk many times too. So Ben Shapiro started his own newspaper so he could have the people say that he destroys the covariant debate, blah, blah, blah. Made an average US paycheck on social as of this morning in 5 days, and not with YouTube AdSense is now inferior. On social in 5 days. That's really good, Billy. That's fucking great. You see my Frisbee golf course prep? Back 9. Avoided the water. I put it in order of color flags, because yellow, orange, red, pink, purple, green, blue, and then blue goes back to red, and then red goes to orange, and then orange goes to green over there, which is a par 3. And I wrote all of the par numbers, all the score numbers on the pole. So when you walk up to the first tee, it literally says 1, right? And at first it says 1 orange on it, right? And you might think that, that's 1 because of the first tee, but it means it's a par 1. Then you go to the next one, it's got a 2 on it. And even though it's the second one, it's a par 2 to the next hole, which is par 2 red. And then you hit that red one, and then it says 3 on the backside of that one, and it says pink. It says 3 pink, and the next one's a par 3. And the next one after that's a par 3. Next one after that's a par 3. Next one after that's a par 4. And next one after that, a 4 to the red back here, and then it's a par 1 back. It's 20 points. I added it all up. It's 20 points total that you can get. Ballot harvesting is voter fraud. Clinton claimed voter fraud when she lost to Trump in 2016, so I don't think this is a Republican issue. And I think everyone needs to stop fucking crying about it and let it go. Who fucking cares? Quit being little bitches about it. It's just like this whole gender thing. Just stop fucking crying about it. Who fucking cares? Quit making things issues that aren't issues. There's no voter fraud. There's not enough voter fraud to deem all of our money being spent on investigations and the whole goddamn country being up in arms because half the country has a problem with reality. And here we are. Here we fucking are. So I understand people like Indie Left News when they pick sides and shit, man. I understand. I get it, man. I totally get it. I fucking get it. He didn't think Truth Social should be ahead of Instagram and TikTok. And the reason why I put Truth Social above on my ranking list was because there literally are Republicans out there that aren't racists. There's literally people out there that are Republican that benefited from Donald Trump's presidency because they were able to get a job or whatever the fuck. So as soon as you deny that those people exist, you don't want to be in that fucking fantasy world anymore, because I was in it for a long time, man. I mean, don't forget, Hillary Clinton was the one that went to goddamn, wherever the fuck and said she was going to shut the coal mines down, and laughing about it. These people wanted their coal mine jobs, I mean, I'm not for it or anything, but at the same time, her attitude towards those people was horrendous. Do you think those people voted for her? Do you think the people of Flint, Michigan, after what Barack Obama pulled, voted for her? We should smoke a hit on that? Psst, I don't have a hit packed, pal. What are you even doing? What are you even doing to me, pal? Nobody's even doing it like this anymore. Psh, nobody's even doing it like that, pal Z. Dude, nobody's even doing it like you said anymore, pal Z. Why won't this do it? Why won't this do it? There's a bird, a hawk. I need to empty this ashtray again. Dude, I went to the driver's license place this morning, which is also the tax. I think it's the tax office too. Go in there. I got my tag. I was in and out of there in like fucking 40 minutes probably. It was no big deal. My Florida plate for my truck for 2 years. Boom. $300. Blueberry it is, my friends. Blueberry it is. Yo. What else do we got here? I think we can put some of this in there too. Nobody's even doing it like that anymore, pal. What are you even not doing? You're not doing it. You're not gonna do it. We had a couple of deer here today. A couple of deer in the yard. It's cool. It's chilling. Dudes are putting the roof on the over the garage. They're working their way around to the front of the home. The whole back of the home is done. The metal roof is on the whole back of the house. Now I'm sure there's going to be some sort of trim at the top. Member berries, how dare you? Have the member berries, how dare you? I need to order some more frisbees. Nobody's even not ordering more frisbees anymore, pal. Cheers. Member berry is really good. It's like blueberry. It's really good. How dare you? How dare you? Dare you? Dare you? How dare you come back from your lunch, good sir? How dare you? So it turns out our concrete guy, he's into crypto, and him and I we're talking crypto and shit. He got in on this project 4 years ago, man. It's fucking pretty crazy what he did. He got in when it was, and he bought 20,000 coins at 5 cents. Okay, Google, what is 5 cents times 20,000?
The answer is 100,000 US cents.
$100,000. What's that in dollars? What's that in dollars, man? What's 100,000 cents in dollars? You got to divide that by 100, right? 100. $1,000. Oh, right. My bad. I forgot. You know what the coin's worth now? The coin is worth like fucking $650. Some crazy shit. He got it at 5 cents. So he spent $1,000. He's put down $1,000. He got 20,000 coins at 5 cents. He spent $1,000, and now I can't remember. He says like showed it to me. 600. He's gonna be here. I could ask him again. What's that coin worth again? Let's just say 650. Okay, Google. What's 650 times?
650 times 20,000 is 13 million.
Right, that's what he told me. That's what he told me. He's like, I got $13 million. That fucking crazy. There's gonna be millionaires everywhere, bro. All Yeah, you'll see him back here in a second. You'll see the guy. That's the guy when you see him. Dude, they're over the garage. We can barely hear them hitting today when they're installing the panels. They're on the other side of the home. It's pretty nice. I played 2 rounds of Frisbee golf today. How many times I told you guys that? -5, -7. My friends are going to come in here and destroy my score. Watch. They'll hit what that would be. They get like a fuck, dude. Because of the pars, they'd get really low scores. It's so windy, dude. Try doing it in the high winds. Like I was doing it today. You see how windy it is outside? Look, it's windy as fuck. And I was trying to throw the frisbee, bro. And if you go to one side or the other side or whatever, dude, sometimes it's really cool about frisbee golf is the way you play this over here is even if it's on the ground, you know, it counts. So sometimes it'll hit the ground and the grass is nice and short and it'll skip and it'll keep going and you'll get really close to the pin and then it's just a putt. And then you still get a minus if it's a +3, you know? I've been having so much fun, bro. I just want to go out there and play some more. All I'm thinking about is going and playing frisbee golf. Wow, man. That's awesome. Mother, she's not around. She cannot hear me. She cannot hear my cries. But an Arab Israeli group of youths, they're going to march in memorial for the Holocaust. It's nice. Nice. Good show solidarity, man. I like to see stuff like that, man. Makes me happy. Makes me happy. Makes me feel all warm inside. Real. Real. Nobody's even doing it anymore, bro. Nobody's even doing it like this anymore. Not to do. What are you even attempting to try not to do there, Balzy? Nobody's even not doing it. God, Ben Shapiro has 4.2 million followers on Twitter. And he's following 328 people. And I'm not one of them. People that I follow Ben Shapiro. I should unfollow all 111 of them. Isn't that fucked up? That'd be a great way to unfollow people. Just be like, dude, I can't even believe you follow this person. I have to unfollow you. 111 people I follow, bro. Follow Ben Shapiro. That's crazy. Crazy. Oh, voter fraud, I said, yeah. That'll get me algorithm. Republicans pushed voter fraud until Democrats created Ministry of Truth. Disinformation Governance Board. So the Biden administration has created this Ministry of Truth, man. It's like he thinks the government should be able to tell you what's true and what's not. It's like the George Orwell 1984. Just so you guys know. It's a thing now. You guys should know that. It's a good thing Elon Musk just bought the Biden administration is really all about. You should be very afraid. Not your right to speak. A lot of you don't even use your voices, but think of all the people you love to listen to. Those people, they're going to be muted. They're going to have to deal with the United States of America's Ministry of Truth, which is now called the Disinformation Governance Board. Somebody's watching. How dare there only be one person watching me on Twitter sphere? How dare. El Rogizo, my Beazle, what is up? How are you? You want to go play frisbee golf with your daddy, Rogie? Frisbee golf. It's so fun. That's what I do and stuff. Frisbee golfing. Frisbee golf. What's up, bees? You want to go outside? We're gonna do it. Where's my chat, man? Ducky Hollandaise, you guys are great. I love you all. Take care. I'll see you guys tonight, I guess. Turn on your notifications. Turn on your notifications. So you will be notified. So you will be notified. So you will be notified. Turn on your notifications. So you will be notified. Next time. I got 6 channels on Facebook, Ben Shader. I got 6 channels on. There's 6 of my broadcast live too. They're called Nays Garden. Nays Garden. At Nays Garden on Twitter. It's at Nays Garden Show on Instagram. At Nays Garden Show on TikTok. Wherever you're at, man, there's a Nays Garden channel for you on social media. Go find all of them. Turn your notifications on. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Turn on your notifications. Turn on your notifications. We're one of the most corrupt countries. Weapons fine. You're like, oh no, send them weapons. We're imperialist. We live for war, bro. My feet were hurting after the last game of frisbee golf. My feet were hurting. So I'm wearing these sandals. It's so windy outside. It's going to be quite challenging. Will I be able to beat my last scores? Will I be able to do better than a -7? -7 is pretty dope, bro. Yeah. -7 is pretty dope, bro. Pretty dope, bro. Pretty dope, bro. No, I'm good. You guys take care. Bye now.